Hey everyone. Hi. Hello. Welcome to another exciting episode of Alison Rosen is your new best friend. I'm sitting here in my very cold studio with my husband, Daniel, whom I'm going to introduce in a moment. But I must tell you, something is going on with my left ear where I think it's clogged or something. So when I talk, it feels weird, but I'm not going to let that get in the way of what is sure to be a momentous episode. Hello, Daniel.
It's a good thing you addressed that, because if you didn't address that, people would go, why does it seem
as if
like
one of her
ear is clogged?
I know.
It's very distracting.
I know. They would try to turn, what am I trying to say?
Nobody has any idea, but we're all excited to find out where this is going.
They would try to turn left and just go in a circle. My brain was like, they would try to turn in a circle, and then I'm like, shit, where does it go from there? Mm-hmm. Listen, Daniel, I hear what you're saying. What you're saying is I did not have to tell them what was happening.
No.
With my eustachian tube or ear or whatever.
But they're happy to know.
But I did not need to tell them for their sake.
Yeah.
But I don't keep secrets between me and them. You guys, and we are, I don't keep secrets. So they would feel it. They would feel a something or other.
It's part of the endeavor to gain their trust. Now they know.
I think I have their trust. But here's the thing. I know that I once read that the key to taking a good photo is to think I have a secret that they don't know. So maybe this episode would be better if I have a secret, my ear is stuffed up.
Well, Meryl Streep said she always has a secret in every scene.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta get a new secret. What should it be?
Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret.
Well, no, you mean it wouldn't be a secret for me? Because I need a secret from you.
But if I told you what the secret was,
but you don't need a secret.
Everyone would know it. We are recording.
Oh, yes. Welcome to this episode. Let me think of a secret, okay?
Okay.
Oh, I have one. Okay.
Ooh.
Am I alluring?
Look at the mystery. All of a sudden, you didn't know this was a mystery show, did you?
No, they've tuned into a true crime mystery show. Wait a minute, but am I more enticing and alluring?
Oh my God, yes. Look at.
Let me think. I'm thinking about my secret.
Alison Rosen, Alison's your new best friend.
Oh wow.
Do you want to guess?
No, I like this. I like being in this liminal space of not knowing.
I know.
Did you see how I used the word liminal?
Yes, I sure did. You want to hear what it sounded like to me, but just in one ear?
Okay.
I like being in this liminal space between knowing and not knowing. Yeah.
Because it's going back and forth between the ears?
No, just it was such a big word that it was louder than the others. So anyway, I'm too warm and then I'm too cold. I don't know who or what I
know what it is. You got so much attention for disrobing in the last time we did this show. You're doing it again.
Do it again.
This is turning into a burlesque show.
I know. No, it's not that. In fact, when I put on this coat, I'm when I go to disrobe the coat, am I going to do the fucking, disrobe thing again? Because we already did that.
Did you wear tassels on your nips under there?
I've got nip tassels.
You do the spinning, where they go.
Yeah.
That's exciting. It's something to listen for.
How do you get them to do that?
Practice.
Would you like if I wore...
You have to, you move your rib cage around I probably could do it.
Yeah. Would you like it if I wore tassels on my nipples and made them do
spin?
That? Yeah.
Of course I would. What red-blooded American male would not like
someone who hates
their partner
tassels?
To be like that?
Someone who had a bad experience at graduation and is that reminds me. Oh, I'm just going to actually wear...
They didn't graduate from high school, and so it brings up bad memories when they see tassels.
I'm going to wear just 2 graduation caps on my breasts.
Is that what tassels... Is that what tassels in a burlesque show are meant to evoke? Is graduate? You're
pomp and circumstance. Yeah. Yeah. Stand up and get your diploma.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I think of. When when you take your tassel and you move it to the other side?
Yes.
Which I don't know if I did that or if I just saw it on Facts of Life when they graduated from Eastland. But anyway, yes, I see it as you're an upperclassman. You're an upperclassman.
Wait, do you move it to the other side during the ceremony? After you got your diploma?
I think so, but I don't who knows tassel semiotics that well that they're like, oh, your tassel's on the left side. That means that you haven't graduated
And like each
yet.
thing is like, it's over here if you're a PhD and over here. If you, no, I think that's right.
For real?
Yeah.
Wait, you mean at some point they're like, take your tassel and move it to the back 3/4 position.
Yeah.
Move it to
I think
4
so.
p.m.
Yeah.
Take
each
your
thing
tassel
is a
and-
different.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like high school, bachelor's, master's, PhD.
Really?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying that's what I understood when I graduated high school, which.
Oh, like you're on the board. You're like, it's the game of life and you're just starting out.
Like when you graduate when you get your bachelor's, it's not where it was when you got your high school. Your tassel's in a different spot.
Have I told you I'm going to make this fast because it's not really a great story, but
It's never stopped me before.
are you being me?
What? I
Wait, are you being me? Because I always say stuff like that. You know,
no, I
funny,
think
funny stuff.
I think Tony inserted that. I think that was a drop. Go ahead.
Okay. When I graduated high school, everyone had their cap and gown like in a chic, like on the crown of their head, and they had their flowing California hair, and then they had their cap and gown positioned back here
Like with bobbits.
with bobby pins.
Yes. No,
Bobbits? Oh, like with a bump it?
no, with like Lorena Bobbitt, she would be holding it.
Tons of tiny
bobby
Lorenas.
pins.
Tiny Lorena. Yeah, with bobby pins. So when I went to graduate college, I'm like, I am not making this mistake again.
Your
I'm
myth steak? It's like a fake steak.
I'm not making this mistake again. Okay, listen.
Yes.
Something else has been happening to me besides
that?
having my ear clogged, which is in the course of talking, all of a sudden I'll be like, I am drowning in my own juices. And then that's what happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, you pointed out that I'm having a bit of a snot situation.
I didn't, but go ahead.
Well, the reason that I said mistake that way
Was
is
because
because I
of-
suddenly couldn't breathe.
Okay. Anyway, you were saying.
I'm dying over here.
So people had their cap,
So when I went to graduate college, I'm like, I'm not making this mistake again.
which was what? What was the mistake?
Wearing my cap like at
like forward?
perpendicular to the ground.
Oh, you didn't have it back, like
I didn't have it back hey guys,
like a halo, like a square
Yes.
halo.
Like if the cap could talk in high school, everyone else's cap was
What?
like, hey guys, I go to the beach and I surf and I have a cool boyfriend and a golden retriever. And mine was like, hi.
Yeah,
I take this very seriously.
their cap and gowns were the equivalent of like having the backpack on one shoulder. It was just
Yes.
like cash.
Yes.
What color were your cap and gowns?
Blue.
Like a royal blue, like a light blue, a navy blue. Like what kind of blue?
What's like a little lighter than royal in saturation, but still that same level of color. I'm just gonna say a blue.
Just
Like
just a real blue.
Isn't
blue.
there like an academy blue? I think that's a blue. There's a blue called like
cadmium?
No, there's something called academy blue.
Okay,
Maybe
I don't
it's
know.
cadmium. But anyway, so and then we had yellow tassels because our colors were blue and gold.
What a classic combination, blue and gold. Hey, write us if your high school colors were blue and gold.
My elementary school colors were also blue and gold.
Look at you.
And you were either put on the blue team or the gold team.
I feel like
for
blue and
athletics.
gold are some classic
Academy.
California school colors, UC colors.
Right.
Every UC school's a version of blue and gold. It's the sky and the sun,
Okay, so anyway,
the
I
ocean.
said, listen to me.
It's me listening.
I said, I needed energy before, so I ate this caffeine bar. It's like a little
This
granola
is during your
bar.
graduation.
No, this is now. Step into the now, honey.
I'm bouncing back and forth.
I know.
I'm trying
I
to
might have had
stay-
too much caffeine. So
Okay.
anyway, though, I had this bar via one of my sponsors, Imperfect Foods, that's supposed to have the same amount of caffeine as a cup of coffee, but I feel like it's still in my teeth. I don't think it is, though. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hope
Where
the-
are we?
Hope the
College
caffeine
graduation.
kicks in. So I said, did you hear that?
College. Stay on target.
But did you hear that my throat just went?
Yes.
Meow.
We're getting close to the target. Stay locked on, honey.
You kicked me off the topic.
No.
But with your
College-
like, it's the color of the sky. It's the color of the sun.
All right.
It's I can hear
College.
nature. I
College.
said
This time you're not going to make the same mistake.
I'm gonna get myself 1 or 2 boxes of bobbits.
Yes.
I call them bobby pins, but
Does anyone call them bobbits?
Nope, I don't
Okay.
think so. Classic bobbits.
Shouldn't they be called bobbits, though?
That's cute. And I am going to wake up early on the day of graduation, and I'm going to pin that motherfucking mortar board. That's what they call it.
Yes.
I'm going to wear mortar boards on my breasts. I'm going to pin that thing on the crown of my head, and I'm going to spray the shit out of it.
Oh, does spraying it help keep it?
I don't know.
Okay, but that's
I'm
what
just
you're doing.
like, I'm not going to wear it parallel. Did I say
Right.
perpendicular earlier? Parallel to the ground.
Yes.
Because I
You are cool as fuck.
I'm cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I am saying like, sup y'all, I graduated.
Right?
Even though I go to like a serious school that ranks highly.
Full of nerds. Full
I
of
go to
nerds who had it parallel when they graduated high school.
Well, so anyway. And those were black. Those gowns were black, which is slimming. Comes a time where we all don our caps, and it is like a sea
of parallels.
of 90-degree angle caps.
And there
and then
is
one
cool
idiot
girl.
with her 35-degree cap.
Because the
looked
times
so
changed.
stupid.
The times changed and you
I
didn't keep
know.
up with them.
I looked so stupid.
Couldn't you?
I mean, my cap was like, it was like the same inclination as like a nurse's. I mean, it was like vertical.
You're
I
like
had
one of
a
those old timey nurse where it looks like a little like puff pastry on top of their head.
It was, yeah. I mean, it was so, boy,
Here's a question.
lay it on me.
Isn't it the kind of thing that could be adjusted?
Not when you use a box of bobbits.
I feel like it's still.
I don't think you understand.
Did you not realize till you were already out on the field or wherever you were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And also, I mean, I had it so vertical that, you know how it has like a mouth, a mouth that sits on your head?
Yeah.
I tucked in the front lip so that, because I'm like, I got to get it straight up and down. So I got to tuck. I mean, I modified it.
And literally nobody else had it that way.
No, every single,
Now-
swear to God.
And
You know
nobody was
what?
like,
Listen to
nobody looked
this.
at you and was like, look at that fucking cool girl with the way she's doing. She didn't give a shit.
Listen to this. If everyone was same height and we were all lined up, you could have rolled a ball
Right.
across everything, and then mine would be a ramp. Boop.
Here's a question. When you graduated high school,
Yes.
were there any tortillas being flung around?
You know, I don't think so. Was there at your school? Is this an Arizona thing?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Because fuck yes, there were tortillas.
So did the
And
okay.
you bring tortillas under your cap and gown, and then when it's time, it's like frisbee time. You just start flinging tortillas.
Is this a response to the danger of actually throwing the caps? Because a lot of times,
No, you throw the
people
caps too.
Oh, really? Because people can get hit in the eye and stuff.
I don't know. I was how do you pronounce it? Salutatorian. And
I was nothing, and I know how.
And
it's called.
I declined to give a speech because I wanted to sit with
Your tortillas.
my classmates. I didn't want to sit because you'd have to sit up on the stage
Oh, on the dais.
and the
style.
dais. And I was like, I wanted to sit down with the crew. Also, I didn't give a fuck, and I didn't want to give a speech
Because you're cool.
I was cool in the technical sense. Like, if you define cool like doesn't give a fuck, like I truly didn't give a fuck. But
What are the other
I
definitions?
think maybe
of
some
cool?
people thought I was cool because of that, but
Good
I
at
wasn't trying to be
gymnastics?
cool. I just sincerely didn't give a fuck.
That is cool at that age. Like,
yeah, I
what
know.
Are the
The
other
problem is
definitions of cool.
the problem is I didn't give a fuck, so I didn't give a fuck if I was cool. Like I didn't care about any of
that's
that.
the key. I'm trying to think of like there are those people who are cool and really want to be cool, and they have to conceal it. I guess I don't know. I've never been any of them.
I just did.
I mean, until now.
didn't and still don't. The time has never come when I've gone, oh man, you know what? I wish I gave a fuck. Nope. No regrets. Don't give a fuck. Didn't give a fuck. High school sucked. I didn't care. But tortillas
I have a lot of questions.
went a flying.
First of all, do you know who gave a speech at my Pomona College graduation?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
Sylvester Stallone.
No, it shouldn't
Bruce Davis.
No, it shouldn't. Who's that?
I don't know.
It shouldn't be that hard to figure out.
Jim Gulman.
Gary's dad? No.
Zanzibar Jafek.
No.
This is going to take a while.
I know. If you name every name in the whole world.
Dejan Marmaduke.
No.
Wait, so you say I would guess?
Yeah.
And this is someone who's from the area.
Yeah.
Scott Aukerman.
No, but did you know that my friend Josh, who you've met at our engagement party, dated his sister?
We had an engagement party?
Yeah, Yami threw us an engagement party.
Oh, that was a good party.
It was a fun party, yeah. So Josh, who you met, who worked at Le Cave, dated Scott's sister for a little while, Bethany. But no.
Bethany Aukerman.
I guess so. It wasn't her. Him. It wasn't them. I feel like you're not even close.
Who else is from? And it was Gwen Stefani.
No, but when I went to Pomona College, she would play at Cal Poly. Pomona often, not she, but no doubt. And I remember thinking, one of these guys gonna give it up. They've been at this for so long, and then shit broke for them.
They became really popular.
You know that I wrote the first national cover story about them that they'd ever had.
Are you rich because of it?
And fuck no, I didn't even get paid for it. And the photo shoot was the four of them, and then they blew up Gwen really big and made the other guys like fun size in the background. And that evidently was the inspiration for that thing happening in the Don't Speak video.
Was that their first single?
No. But
it's something
Man
like girl.
in a Box. Oh, just a girl.
Just a girl.
Yeah. So anyway, Trapped in a Box, was from their earlier album. But anyway, so then I was like, I wonder if that was actually a terrible experience for them, because I had nothing to do with any of that. I wrote the article, but like the photography thing, I think they didn't love that Gwen got featured so much and they got made small. But then I ran into Gwen, or I interviewed her when I covered the 1998 Video Music Awards, and I reminded her who I was, and she's like, oh, then I have to give you a big hug. So I was like, okay, phew.
She seems nice.
She's very nice. Anyway, okay, think about it.
Okay,
the key is Pomona College.
Oh, right. It's Pomona. David Foster Wallace.
No, he came and taught there right after I graduated. No, it's
Hunter S. Thompson.
Oh my God, it's someone you know, honey. It's
someone
student.
I know personally?
Yes.
Spoke there.
Yeah.
Gave you
okay, let me remind you.
your sister.
Yes, my sister, who was a teenager.
Well, who do I know that went to Pomona? My little brother? He wasn't
the listeners already know. Listen,
I don't think he
honey,
was born yet.
Daniel, you said that you were salutatorian, but you didn't know how to pronounce it, and you chose not to give a speech.
Because I couldn't pronounce it.
And that reminded me, do you know what student gave a speech when I graduated?
Oh, student Hillary Clinton. Wait, who did you go to school? Wendy Molyneux.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah. Was that worth it, or was that worth it?
Fucking worth it. Absolutely worth it.
But now I wish it was Dejan Marmaduke.
I don't think they were available.
That's a they?
Yeah, they're NB. Dejan.
Oh, okay. Anyway, listen, we have a lot to get to. We have a lot of calls that we didn't get to last time. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything I need to fill everyone in on. Let's see. I feel like it's been a while since you and I have done this.
Yeah, is there anything we need to update them? Oh, why?
We had an interloper who interloped into our life.
How did he just showed up one day and I insisted on doing a bunch of shows.
That's right. You're talking about RJ City.
Yeah.
He showed up at our door and I said, fine, I'll have you on for 3 episodes. Then we can do them all in one day. As I said on the show,
yes,
the first one that he and I did, I was pushing for 2 shows on one day. And if we're going to do a third, 1 show the next day. And he's like, let's just do all 3 in one day.
Yeah.
We pulled it off.
Yeah. I mean, I was worried when you told me that you were going to do 3 shows with him. Mm-hmm. I was worried, like, God, are you going to have that much to talk to him about? Because we just don't know him that well.
Right.
And turns out he's a delight. Like really easy
I think I'm hearing your phone.
Easy to talk to. And banter with and stuff. So
yes.
It's too bad he doesn't live in town.
That's right. Yes, he's great. I felt like my listenership was a little bit. Some of them were a little bit on the fence.
They were
him. They were kind of like, this guy is still with this guy.
RJ hesitant.
I thought you said RJ has a tint, and I'm like, oh, what tint is it? Yeah, they were RJ hesitant. Let's say not all of them. Some of them liked him, but I would say in general I think there was like a.
I think there is a resistance to things to do with pro wrestling. I would, and I understand that. But I love that.
Also, he can be, in a joking way, combative and barbed and like.
And if you don't know a person,
and I think that a lot of my listeners, I'm just going to talk for a moment. I think that a lot of my listeners are like, don't be mean to Allison.
I know they're protective of you.
Yeah, which is sweet.
And a lot of sweet souls out there.
But can I say something, please?
No.
Now that he's been on the Monday show and the Thursday show, and then there's a Patreon friend zone, of incredibly lengthy Patreon friend zone coming up, which was very good. At one point, I needed to go to the bathroom, and I figured we'd pause, and he's like, I'll fill time. And he just completely just took over. So it was amusing to listen to what he had to say afterwards when I came back. But anyway, now that he's been on twice, they are so all about him. I have received so many comments from people who are like, I think I'm getting a crush on RJ. Wow, he looks dreamy here, blah, blah, blah. Not all exclusively about his looks, but many about his looks. And I'm a little bit like, how many throat sounds is my throat going to make?
I don't know, but people.
Let's just go back to the time where there was I get it. Message.
Yes,
message received.
The hot one is Allison, folks. Let's keep our eyes on the host of the show. Her name is above the door.
That wasn't my point. My point is just, I think I was in more of a power position when I was like, they love me, they're not sure about you. But now I almost feel like they're like, we love him, we're not sure about you.
Yeah. That's how I feel. Are
you hearing all this? My throat
What's
right
going
now,
on in your throat?
You know an old house where you take a couple steps and it creaks?
You're like an old house.
My throat is like an old house right now. I move and it's like.
Your body is like an old haunted house. It's like, get out.
Yes, that movie Get Out was based on my throat.
Yes, your whole body.
Not my butt. That is not.
Your butt is very haunted. Are you kidding?
No, but I just mean like my butt is seldom like, get out, because I'm constipated.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that was not about anal sex. Listen.
Jesus. What? Mine wasn't either.
I do Childish, I do Upwardly Weekly, and I do Alison Rosen's Your New Best Friend. Not in that order. And if you listen to all three of them, there's a bit of a conversation between them all. And on Childish, there's been a lot of conversation about anal sex.
Sure.
So that's why I just wanted to clarify that when I said my butt is not about Get Out, that's not like my butt putting out a welcome mat for sex either.
Just going to let it sit there.
Would you like to hear a call?
Sure.
Oh, but anyway, I had a lovely time last week, but I missed you last week. You know, people know my thing of like, I'm enjoying these episodes with you so much, but I also, of course, my thing is interviewing guests. So what do I do?
This is the only time we get to talk to each other.
I know you're joking. Not really. But we went out to dinner some time ago and we realized, I don't know who realized it. I think I did. It's been so long since I've had a conversation with you where we're face to face.
I think I realized that.
Yes.
But then you realized it after I pointed it out.
I realized it again.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just us. I don't know if it's because we eat dinner. Well, actually, we don't really eat dinner together anymore. But when we did, it was
It's
on
just
the
there's no point
When
in the
you're-
day when you're facing each other.
When you're raising little kids, most of your conversations are not eye to eye, face to face.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just as
though,
well.
I have a bunch of guests lined up, though, so we're gonna have to figure out what to do.
I don't know. People probably
Could take or leave you.
yeah.
No, I think they like it.
I
I think they like it.
had enough DQ for a while.
I don't know. Here we go. Let's listen to a call.
Hi, this is Brenda from Pennsylvania, and I love having Daniel Quantz on the show, and I hope you continue to have Daniel Quantz on the show. He's great. Okay, bye-bye from Brenda in Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Brenda.
I thought she said Frenda, and I'm like, that's a neat name.
Yeah,
no,
it's Brenda. She
Thank
sounds like
you,
my
Brenda.
aunt, but that's not my aunt.
Well, yeah, I was literally trying to figure out, like, do I know Brenda? Do I know? Is this
I don't think so.
Is this a family member?
No, because she did the name sandwich.
Yeah.
So anyway, to remind everyone, these are calls from the last time you were on because we didn't get a chance to get to them. And people do not like when we don't get to the calls. The prompt was, do you like Daniel on the show? Do you want more DQ?
Oh, you prompted
less
about
DQ?
me.
Yeah. And then I also asked some other questions, and I forget what they are now, but we'll find out in the responses.
Okay.
G'day, it's Dave from Melbourne, Australia. Just ringing to say Happy New Year to Alison and Daniel and the kids and everybody else. Todd Perry, if Todd Perry hears this as well. Don't really have too much to say. New Year was fun. Christmas was...
But I mean, even if he doesn't have much to say, I'm enjoying hearing the accent.
That's enough. I love that we're reaching Melbourne.
low-key.
Melbourne? That's how they say it. Is Melbourne?
Don't try to do that because you get it wrong. You always get it wrong.
I do, or one does?
You do.
Oh, you mean like when I showed you my South African accent?
And it
was
wasn't
totally...
anything. It was like no. It was like a no place accent.
But I was like, okay, guys, this is how you say
Safe.
South.
You're like safe, and they don't do that. That's not South Africa.
This is how you say South with a South African accent. And I said safe, but they don't say
No,
that
they
at
don't.
all. They say South or something anyway.
Not a fan of nog, but haven't had it.
Oh, I asked about eggnog.
Mhm.
I was in a share house 25
Share
years
house.
ago,
That must be something they say in Melbourne.
so that probably wasn't good nog. It's almost midnight. Saw the tweet about calling the show, so here I am. Hi, everyone. So that's Dave from
Nice.
Melbourne. See ya.
They are really
Well-
getting the message loud and clear about the sandwiching of the name.
It's really the way to go.
Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
This idea that it's Melbourne, is that just, oh my God,
What? What?
just seeing the time.
What time is it?
It's already 6:35.
Yeah.
Anyway, is that, I'm realizing instead of they pronounce it Melbourne, that's just Melbourne with an Australian accent. Yes?
I think so.
Okay. Thanks for calling in, Dave. Now, if this is the Dave that I think it is, which I think it is, because how many Daves are there in Australia?
I think
Might
there's
be
only a
one.
few. Yeah.
I think he's actually English, living in Australia, and yet that felt very Australian to me. Let's do another one.
Hey, Allison and Daniel, this is Maria. I wanted to call in to let you guys know that the Daniel and Allison episodes are actually my favorite. I started listening to you guys at the beginning of the pandemic, so I thought those were like regularly scheduled programming, and I was a little disappointed when you started having regular guests, but
Yeah.
I got over it quickly because you're a great interviewer, and I love all of your guests. And anyways, keep doing them, please, more, actually. This has been Maria. Bye.
Hi, Maria.
We are 3 for 3
I know.
with the name
Loving
sandwich.
it.
Oh, my God. Thanks, everyone. We even have a few more calls, but I think it is time for something
What is it?
else.
Okay.
I don't know, though. What do you want to talk about?
I have a go fuck yourself.
Oh, okay.
I have a few go fuck yourselves.
Oh my God.
I have 3 of them.
Okay, but yes, I want to hear all of them. I want to hear go, fuck yourself, self. But I'm just telling you, we're recording a Thursday show on Monday.
Should I wait? Should I save my go fuck yourselves? I can.
No, I want to hear them now.
Why don't I just do one and then I'll save the other 2? Yeah, because we're running out of time. One of them's long.
All right.
Our car has automatic lights. Every car has them now. They're like light sensitive. And when I'm driving, when I drop Owen off in the morning, I have to, there's a light where you end up like stopping for the light under a overpass.
Oh, yes. I know what you mean.
And so what happens is that the lights will go on and off like that. And the people in front of me think that I'm flashing my lights at them. And so they'll like get nervous sometimes and like edge for they're like, what do you want?
Right.
Like, as though I'm honking at them.
Yeah.
And so I want to say, hey, automatic lights.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Yes. You're singing the song of our people. I would like to hear the other ones.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to hear it.
All right.
Crave your go.
They're better with an audience. So let's just imagine there's other people here and they're loving it. They're just loving what I'm laying down here.
They're picking up what you're laying down.
Okay. The next one is guy on the recumbent bike who lashes a speaker to the back of it and goes down. So there's like a jogging path that I go down. It's like a really cool feature of the area we live in where they have this. It used to be like train tracks and they converted it to like just a really long trail with like no lights.
So you know that I've never, maybe once, walked on it.
It's great.
Are there benches on it?
There's like bronze statues. There's like little public gardens with like butterflies.
I need to join this neighborhood and go.
Our neighborhood rules. It's
because
great.
I feel like didn't you run into one of the kids' teachers on that path?
One of them.
Like if you want to see people in Burbank, you got to go be on that path.
Anyway, I'm jogging. It's like nice atmosphere. I got my earbuds in, listening to the thing. And then it's like EDM music, and this fucking dude in the recumbent, like, and it's like, motherfucker, not only do I not want to hear it, nobody. Why are you playing this for everybody? Why do you think anyone wants to hear your fucking music?
This harkens back to your go fuck yourself from Hawaii.
Yes. Earbuds are not a new invention. Okay. I had a Walkman in the fucking 80s.
Oh my God.
What?
This is bringing me back to some disagreement I had with someone over, is it Walkman or Walkman? Were you part of that?
Walkman.
I know, but were you part of that?
What did I say? Walkman?
You just said Walkman. Yeah.
I think I pronounced it both ways.
Okay, anyway, go ahead. But so this is not ringing a bell for you?
A little bit.
Who was I having this disagreement with? Anyway, go ahead.
Well, Walkman is too much. It's like Walkman, whatever. It's called.
Right.
Let's move on with our lives.
We're Walkman in here.
I only got a limited amount of time on Earth. I'm not going to spend it saying the word Walkman. You know what I mean? It's Walkman.
I get it. Yeah, you're prioritizing.
Anyway, headphones, old as time. Okay? And I see your situation. You're clearly capable, right?
What are these big eyes?
It's
that he's a healthy human being.
The excuse that headphones are too much for you doesn't fly. You've got
Is that an excuse people use?
I don't know what his excuse is.
Okay.
I'm trying to anticipate his excuses.
Listen, I feel like you've got go fuck yourself juice that you're ready to spill a cup of it, and some of it's splashing onto me. I'm the host.
Once you uncork this fucking bottle, honey, it's like who knows? So anyway, guy on the recumbent bike with the fucking external speaker.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
All right, and then lastly, I would like to. No, my phone's not. My phone. Okay. Can we talk about our school stuff? Is it too?
Oh yeah. No, this is good.
So this Christmas, This is Elliot's first year at the elementary school. So the whole elementary school experience, the community, all new to us. Mm-hmm. And we have a great principal, I think. He's got tons of enthusiasm. And we're getting.
He ends every email and every announcement with the
mascot.
Yeah.
And anyway, we get an email before Christmas saying because of a parent said something or something.
It wasn't exactly that, but
we've decided this year we're going to end the tradition of Santa coming to visit all the classes. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's too bad.
Yeah.
I guess that was probably fun. Like having
I think
Santa
it was
come.
it was like there were concerns about
it was a religious.
Yes.
It was like promoting Christianity.
Yeah.
And
it didn't say the religious connotation of having Santa come or something. Like that. I don't know.
And so I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know what the tradition is. Apparently, no other school did it, so it was just a thing for this school, and the district said they don't want it. Whatever.
Yeah, I had the same I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, whatever. Elliot we'd had Elliot not go to school about 9 times this year, and we got a letter from the district, and it sounded really like scary.
Because you also get tons of notes from the teachers and principal being like, if your kid is sick, keep them home. And Elliot has been legitimately sick, so we just didn't want to send like a snot-ridden germy kid to school.
Yeah.
But we got a letter saying if you have, it felt like we were in trouble.
And like if if he's out for another 5 days, then all of a sudden you're gonna have to go in for a meeting, and it's a whole thing. I was like, what? Well, I don't even understand what the policy
it felt like
is.
a citation.
So every month the principal does this thing called Coffee with the Principal, and
how'd you get the name?
It's funny. And the agenda items, this is like last week, were number 1, the Santa issue. Whatever.
Wait a minute. That's not what they said, though. They said what they announced it like, we're going to have coffee with the principal to talk about attendance. That's why
that was one of the agenda items. Maybe they didn't mention the Santa thing at all. They did not mention it. Okay, yeah. So it was about attendance. I was like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Because I had said something to Elliot's teacher, and she said she was going to say something. So it felt like, I don't know if it was because I had said something, but certainly it was.
Okay.
It was probably because of me.
Can I interrupt your story?
Yes.
To disrobe.
Ooh. I didn't know we were going to get sexy with it.
Yeah. Because you know what? When I think of elementary school Santa,
honey,
I get hot.
No, don't say that. They're gonna.
Yeah, you're right.
The fucking Proud Boys will show up, and I think that's what they do. They show up, and then they yell at you, and they tell you to name some cereals or something, and they punch you. Right?
Cereals?
Isn't that part of their initiation? Like you have to.
Wait, really?
They're so stupid. They you have to stand in the middle of a circle, and then you get punched, and then you have to name 5 breakfast cereals. Gavin McGinnis is such
Cheerios. Cheerios. Life.
Yeah, but you're not being
Cap'n
punched
Crunch.
right now.
Because when you're Lucky Charms.
It's so that I think it's like, how
Raisin
can
Nut Bran.
you keep your presence of mind
when you're being punched?
Because this is in the middle of
because if you're filled with
scrum.
If you're filled with hate, you're not going to be able to remember breakfast cereals. All right. Anyway, I have taken it all off.
Wow.
YouTube.com/Alison Rosen if you want to see
the OTOD. Wait.
On the other?
No.
TD. Oh, do you know this from Stassi?
Yeah. What is it?
Outfit of the day.
Outfit of the day.
Yeah.
Is she the only one that does that, or is that like a
other
thing?
people it's a thing.
I don't follow her anymore, though.
Really?
Nah.
Why?
It was boring. She's a bit boring.
Basic?
She's a bit basic, but well.
Because you were okay. Anyway, back to
I will describe Stassi the way somebody on a message board described Stassi, which is ranch as a personality. She is. If ranch dressing was a personality.
And you read this on the Vanderpump Rules subreddit,
which is so great. And by the way, going strong. Okay, so I show up to this coffee with the principal because I have questions about the attendance, right?
You were going on behalf of both of us because I couldn't go.
First of all, I show up. Guess what? There's coffee. They had a coffee from a local coffee shop.
Nice.
And I was I don't know why that surprised me.
Yeah, I know, because it
that
sounds
I got some
like
coffee.
Yeah, it sounds like it's not. They're not really.
I thought it was euphemistic, like coffee
Right.
with the principal. Like, no, there's literally coffee. I get to have actual coffee. So you go in there. There's maybe a dozen parents in there, and there's like some parents who know each other over here, and then there's like this little group over here that know each other. Okay, whatever. Principal's up on the stage. It's their little auditorium, and he starts. And now the agenda now is first order of business, the Santa thing. And then second, attendance. Okay. And this is an hour-long session. He starts out, first thing, I just want to apologize for the way that for what happened and the way this went down. And then he walks, this is with regards to Santa. Again, Santa is, was supposed to just come and say hi to all the classrooms. Okay. And he walks through the history of the Santa tradition at this school. They stopped doing it a couple years ago because of COVID, and then the next year there was a lot of sickness. They just forgot. And this year it came up. They were like, "Oh, should we do it?" And this thing, and he had a compromise where he said each classroom can do. In order to balance it out, what if each classroom does something to present another culture, and then if they do that, then they can earn Santa. And then so a lot of classrooms started to do that. They started to do like, we're going to do a presentation about this one I heard. They did a presentation about dreidels, which, thank God. It's so important to the Jewish culture and to the Jewish faith. Dreidels are really at the center of the Jewish family.
Judaism, yes.
I mean, what Jewish family doesn't have just a whole bunch of dreidels everywhere? You know what I mean?
Yeah, big dreidels,
So
small
good
dreidels,
to know
medium
about,
dreidels.
Good to learn about dreidels. But then the school district said no. And so his compromise said no. Okay.
His compromise was no. That's not
no. His compromise. They said no to his compromise.
I
no
see.
Santa.
I see.
No Santa in the school. Okay.
Right.
This little foursome to my right, each one of them took their time to basically say to the principal that they were not happy with this situation, that in the words of one of the mothers, my white Christian son felt like this was taken from him and that he is not valued in the community. They were outraged, these people. One of them was like, I talked to someone at the district and she said that they didn't say something to you. So what really happened, as though there's some conspiracy
Oh my God.
to I don't know,
disenfranchise the white Christian youth.
Yeah, like he's lying and really secretly just doesn't want to honor their tradition.
Right.
Okay. The man, there's one dude with this group of Tucker fans. I'll call them Tucker fans. I don't know why. I'm just calling them that. And he was like, I haven't heard you apologize yet. Now, I have to tell you something. I want this principal to teach classes in how to the diplomacy that he showed, the restraint, it was masterful, because he was just like, well, I started out apologizing is the first thing I said, which it was. And he goes, well, you didn't say I'm sorry for blah. Like, I think their grievance was that they did the other culture.
Right. They went outside their comfort zone and learned about dreidels. We demand.
We're showing
Santa.
preference to other cultures.
Oh, right.
And this feels like something being taken from us. You see, this is taken away from these poor, aggrieved white people, Christians. They made it very clear. White Christians. This was Santa was taken from their kids.
Yeah, they just want equal time.
Santa Claus. How are these kids going to know about Santa?
How are they going to know about Christmas?
And the principal just repeat, I'm sorry, whatever he said. He's like, you didn't say I'm sorry for, and he said, okay, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. It was like he just completely like jujitsu'd these people and kept them from, but the whole time I'm just like, I'm wanting to I'm wanting to
Inject this
speak up.
man into your
I'm
veins?
wanting
Oh.
to, like, it was everything I could do to not just
Laugh.
just like say, just point out how fucking insane this is. Like, you have to understand, in our community, not you, Allison, you do understand.
I do understand.
Because
I don't listen,
you
but
live here.
yeah, people have to understand. This community is like barfed. Santa
It's like
Claus.
Santa barfed on our community.
Yes.
It is
It's so Christmassy
There are
here.
lights. The main streets, we put up like from across the street.
Yeah,
you know,
they decorate the main street.
They string
Christmassy.
lights all the way down.
Yeah.
Like, it is impossible for anyone to get to the school unless they're like blindfolded at home. Maybe they do. Maybe they blindfold their kid and then they smuggle them into school so the kid just doesn't see. To not know it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Santa.
But do they know it's Christmas time? Yes.
Yeah. And by the way, Santa is fucking everywhere to the point where our child, who still believes, knows that it's kind of ridiculous to think that's actually Santa, because how can Santa be literally every fucking place I go?
Right.
Right? Like, there was a Santa at the fucking street thing that we did. There's Santa at the mall. There's Santa everywhere. So, like, we went to dinner. There were 5
Oh my
Santas.
God. It was like Santa Con at Tam
There were
O'Shanter.
fucking 5 Santas came to our table. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Huh?
so, I forgot my train of thought. Oh, so it's like the idea that this is so important to their kids is fucking insane, right? So afterwards, I just went up to the principal. I was like, this is just about like a dude coming around with, like, pretending to be Santa, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, just want to be clear. I like, anyway, parents who give a fuck about this.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Whew.
It's just like,
So now this is where the crowd would go wild.
the whole time I'm doing all that. Like, if this were a Thursday show, and the other people, they would be howling with laughter. Like, I would be just destroying this room, but because it's you, I just get this like tepid like. I want to say one more thing about these parents.
Okay.
You are acting like babies. Not you, Allison.
Okay.
I'm looking at you. You are behaving like little babies. Babies care about stuff like this. Nothing is being taken from you. By teaching your kids about Denali or having an ofrenda for Day of the Dead.
Oh, that's like your friend who called in from Pennsylvania, Frenda.
Yes. Or teaching about Ramadan or any of that. Nothing is being taken away from you. Okay? And here's the thing. Even if it were, who cares?
Well, I think the point you had made to me when I was looking at my phone when you got back was like, you are the dominant culture. You don't need... Yeah.
Yes. White Christian culture is the default culture because we have had... It's just been the dominant culture. Like, everyone is aware of Christmas. You don't have to, like, find out about Santa.
Yes. Now...
Anyway, sorry. Okay, fucking... Yeah.
Enough virtue signaling.
I was going to wait.
Well, I want to hear it.
So...
Listen, I want to tell you guys about Masterclass. Daniel and I love Masterclass. If you've noticed, Daniel has leveled up in a number of fields.
Every day I'm leveling up.
Yeah. With Masterclass, you can learn from the world's best minds anytime, anywhere, and at your own pace. You can learn how to do creative writing from Judy Blume. Very inspirational.
Not just Judy Blume, like...
Yeah, I know.
Neil Gaiman, like all sorts of writers are on there.
You can learn marketing from Kris Jenner. There's one, I intend to watch it, and once I do, it is over for all of you. It's like how to read people from master criminologists.
That looks awesome.
Yeah.
The negotiation class is like honestly worth the price alone. It'll teach you how to get a raise. It'll pay for itself.
Listen, go ahead. Did you have another one?
Filmmaking. You've got David Lynch. I mean, it's crazy.
Ooh, have you watched the David Lynch one yet? You love David Lynch.
Yeah, it's not filmmaking. It's creativity. It's where it's how to. It's like, how to think like an artist.
Listen, I highly recommend you check it out. Get unlimited access to every class. And as an Alison Rosen is your new best friend listener, you get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/bestfriend. Now that's masterclass.com/bestfriend for 15% off Masterclass. I say, let's go out on one more call. And I want to tell everyone, if you would like to call into the show, please do. We love to hear from you. 323-553-2331. We won't answer. I mean, eventually we might, but for now, no.
Hi, Allison. This is Stephen calling from Massachusetts. Long time, first time. Been listening since all the way back when fondleering and shower traveling were hot topics, and loved every iteration of the show since then.
Wow.
I wanted to talk a little about using dark mode on my phone. I'm almost 40 years old, so I'm not one of these Gen Z kids, but I love it a lot.
Remember, we talked about how young people
they love the dark mode.
Started doing it because it really extends the battery life, not having to make the screen so bright. But then I got used to it, and now, like, anytime I see something that's not in dark mode, it makes my whole face hurt. So, yeah, I read, like, whole books like that, and, yeah, maybe try it out. And, Daniel, love you, buddy. Keep on tweeting. But, man, I thought it was a bit at first, but you're really trying to tell your partner she needs to pretty herself up around the house? Get out of here with that retrograde shit, man. All right, keep up the great work. Love both of you. Happy New Year. Steven, Massachusetts.
Oh, my God. 100% of our callers did the name sandwich.
I just want to say that's ridiculous. Honey, you need to, like, I mean, the days when the wife would wear makeup, like, you get up, do your hair, wear makeup, maybe high heels, around the house, because, you got to keep me interested. So I just
wait. Those days are over. Is that what you're saying?
Well, they're over in our house.
They never existed in our house. Yeah, I think that some people did not. Throat sound coming. Some people. It's so gross right now.
So gnarly.
Some people did not appreciate your robe thoughts.
Well, you know what?
And
I get it, but you're not here. You're not experiencing this. Maybe you should hold off on your judgment.
You know, the thing though that's too bad is, like, I was joking about really settling into robe life, but now
it's full on. It's on.
I am sad when I go to put my stupid day clothes on.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to put a robe over it. My robe, my fluffy white robe that was supposed to be a placeholder till I got a more stylish one, and then I'm like, who am I kidding? I'm dancing with the one I'm with.
What would a stylish one? What would a stylish one be like?
It would be a dark. It wouldn't be white. It would probably be like black or a dark color, and it'd be like
black
more
with
sleek.
like a monogram on it.
No, I'm not trying to be Hugh Hefner, but he wore red ones. But no, it would just, it would be a little more glamorous, a little more fashionable.
Right.
But I just want, the funny thing is that there's a robe called the teddy bear robe, which is like even bigger and even fluffier. And that's the direction I want to go.
You're going to be a furry by the end of this. Like you.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm beginning to understand it. I'm beginning to get it. It's comfortable and cozy.
It's like, mommy turned into a mascot for a college mascot.
Yes. Which mascot should I be? Gritty?
If you were to be an animal, like what would it be? Would you be like an Arctic
duck.
fox or something?
I'd be a duck.
A duck, okay.
Well, I don't know. What do you think? You're the one who.
You'd be like Donald Duck. You'd be like.
Sure.
No, I just don't think that would be as warm. That's awesome.
Right. Like what's a real furry?
Like a bear.
Yes, I'd just be like a
polar bear.
Just a basic bear. It's a basic bear bitch.
Yeah.
Listen, Daniel, it is that time. Not because I want to end the show, not because I'm tired of talking to you, but because our childcare needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to get our shit together one of these days, so that we can do a longer episode.
I know we
because I like to leave them wanting less, but I feel like lately you and I have been leaving them wanting more, which is really anathema to my whole endeavor.
It's not good.
Listen, everyone, I'm on Patreon, patreon.com.
Your motto is wear them out.
Exhaust them.
Exhaust them.
Yeah. Patreon.com/Alison Rosen. You can get bonus episodes of The Friend Zone, my Patreon podcast. There's a level where you can text me and I'll text you back. You can see videos of the Thursday Gang. I have been posting outtakes from, like, there were some outtakes from my RJ show. Sometimes I post extra pictures, all sorts of stuff there. What did I recently post a photo of? Oh, some bananas we have that refuse to ripen. Bananagate.
Those fucking bananas, man.
Well, you can find out about it on Patreon. Patreon.com/Alison Rosen. Subscribe for a year and get 2 months free.
Yeah.
And then I also would like to say, if you'd like what you're hearing, or even if you don't, please make sure you're subscribed.
Yeah.
Click 5 stars. It's our favorite number. It helps out the show. Yeah. Follow me on social media at Alison Rosen on Twitter and Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, sort of, the Alison Rosen. I'm on Cameo. Daniel, where might we find you?
Oh, you can follow me at Daniel Quantz, Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. I think I'm Daniel Quantz. I don't even know. I don't know. Sure.
Great. Thank you, Daniel. Listeners, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show? We had a good time, but now we gotta go.